please help me welcome to the stage, Sean Steele.
All right, how you guys doing? What is with this? Jimmy, what the hell? Okay, well we're gonna run. So this leads right into my first statement. Comedy is hard, folks. I mean, I did a show a couple of weeks ago. I came out and, it didn't go great. I knew that. But a woman pulled me aside when I got off stage and she was like, Sean, I love you, but that wasn't very good. I mean, she was right, but shouldn't a mother be more supportive? All right, so I recently hit a big milestone. I turned 50. I like how you cheered before I even told you what it was. Oh, easy. It was 7 years ago. Yeah, I know. So as I get older, things change, right? Sex with me is now BYOO. Bring your own orgasm. Yeah, it's no longer a roller coaster ride where we just strap in and hang on. It's more like a whitewater rafting trip. I mean, we're gonna have fun, but you're gonna have to paddle a little bit. As we age, things happen. Recently I was told my eyes weren't so good. Doctor called me in, said, don't worry, we'll get you some glasses, you'll be fine. Definitely not cataracts, you're too young for that. Yeah, massive cataract in the left eye. So here's the thing. I get this surgery in and out in a day. No big deal, right? 20/20 vision. But I have a big decision to make. Disabled comedians are on fire right now. If I were blind, I would have a special. Someone asked me what my wife thought about this plan. I was like, wait a second. Blind and divorced? That's a Netflix special right there. All right, I have a confession to make. You guys seem like good people. I can level with you, we can get real here. I'm a little nervous. This is my first time on the Comedy Zone stage. Thank you. And it started off great. I don't know how I'm gonna get that back. Anyway, so if you don't like me, it's gonna hurt. Oh, I know. Please like me. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. You're all thinking it. I am bald. I'm aware of it. You don't need to point it out to me. But there are advantages to being bald people with hair never think about. I have a way better chance of getting away with murder than you do. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave hair fibers behind for those CSI guys to pin the crime on me. If I could just figure out what to do with all this semen, I'd be home free. There's always semen. At least that's been my experience. All right. Did you guys see this survey, that the study that the University of Florida did recently? They wanted to get to the bottom of what is the primary cause of alligator attacks on human beings. Any guesses? Fucking with alligators, you got it. I heard a few of them. Yep. Yeah, turns out 96% of all alligator attacks can be traced back to something dumb humans did around alligators. The other 4% are, let's face it, some alligators are just dicks. Every species has them. So, I used to say the joke this way, I travel a lot for comedy. It's not honest. I travel a lot, and I do comedy when I'm there. They don't know I'm coming. They didn't invite me. Hey man, can I get up there? Sure. Anyway, so here's the thing. When you travel for comedy, you run into some interesting things. Recently I went to Pensacola. Anyone familiar with Pensacola? Beautiful city right off the Gulf of Trump. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I went to this place called the Odd Colony Brewery, appropriately named. So in one room we have open mic comedy. Okay. That's interesting. The other room down the hall, they were having open mic jazz. That's right. Jazz music played by people who don't necessarily know how to do that. So I thought this must be masochist night here. All we need is a third room All you need in there is a McDonald's ice cream machine. I can see you folks have tried to order an ice cream at McDonald's. I don't think it can be done. Well, you can order it. Getting it's another story. So when you travel for comedy, you gotta figure out what kind of room you're going to be going into, right? And everyone tries to figure this out. What jokes will work, what won't, what to leave alone. Here's one of the tips I give people: as you're driving into town, count the number of subdivisions that have plantation in the name. This is going to tell you a little something about the community. They'll cue it up with names like Riverview Plantation, stuff like that. Although, for you locals, you all know, we have one down the road at the beach. It's just called The Plantation. Those people are telling you exactly who they are. Yeah, I get pushback on this joke all the time. A guy came on our show at Saturday night and he said, "Sean, you're trying to make something racist out of the word plantation, and it's just not there. Plantations are just farms." And I'm like, "Oh, how are the crops coming out there at Oakleaf today, buddy? Yeah, how's it looking? Good year?" Yeah, they're not doing any farming out there. The other thing is, a plantation is a farm. That's true, I'll concede the point. But it's a family farm. Family farms only work if you have free labor. I can see we're all a little uncomfortable. Let's see if I can, I want to dial into that. See, other cultures don't do this. You said you were from Britain? Yeah, they don't do this there, do they? No. Have you traveled? I went to Japan. You know what they don't have in Japan? Hiroshima Atomic Gardens. You can't find it. There's no Auschwitz Towers in Germany. It's okay, there isn't one. All right, so obviously I can't survive on the tens of fifties of dollars I make a week doing comedy. So I have a side hustle. I work in Walmart. Not at Walmart. That's different. I'm a merchandiser. I work in a little 8-foot corner of Walmart. What does that mean? It means I don't know where anything is. Doesn't stop people from asking me. People, sometimes they circle back around. They ask me for one thing, I don't know. They come back again, they ask me for something else. I still don't know. But sometimes funny things happen. I had a guy in his 40s come in. You're a little too young, but it looks like you. He wanted to know where the Cocoa Puffs were. I was like, dude, they're in your past. Yeah. People ask me if I'm worried about getting fired for making fun of Walmart on stage. No. I've been trying to get fired from this job for about 3 months. I don't think it's possible. I believe if I murdered a guy in aisle 6, the only thing Walmart would want to know as they were hauling me out in cuffs is, assuming you make bail, you'll be in here tomorrow to finish this up, right? Yeah. Now, this next thing I'm going to tell you, I'm not proud of. I just want to say that right up front. But sometimes you work at Walmart during the middle of the day, it gets really crowded. And it's hard to get the stuff on the shelves when people are trying to shop. And you can't really stop them from shopping because that's the point of the whole thing. But if you very loudly and directly just shout out the word ice, the aisle will clear out now. I always feel bad about this, but I got to get my work done. All right, I can see I'm upset. I don't really do that. Yes, I do. Only every once in a while. Anyway, all right. So I watch a lot of TV, and if you see these ads, they're everywhere now. Home delivered meals. There's like 3,000 companies doing this. They all say the same thing. Restaurant quality food. I'm gonna need more information. Is it Taco Bell or Capitol Grill? Those are both restaurants. One is delicious, the other is a bet you make with your colon. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I was watching CNN last week, and the president was on TV, and he said, and this isn't me saying it, but I'm quoting, "The reason we can't have a ceasefire in the Middle East is because neither side knows what the fuck they're doing. Finally, a subject this guy's an expert on. You guys have been wonderful. I had a great time. I am real sorry about the mic stand, Jimmy. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. I don't know, buddy. All right, we need to...
Oh yeah, one more time for Jax Show.